All right, good. Well, it's good morning, Saturday morning, already the 8th of May, 2021. This is going to be an end of week update. So I'm committed to doing these now. It's just going to be end of week. And it's just much easier to do that. I'll definitely be able to do a once a week update, just, reviewing how the week went. I was slightly positive. For the week, I was up around $10. So, not quitting the day job yet, but it's things are looking a little more positive as well in regards to some executions and things like that. But I just wanted to show you guys. I think the third was Monday. Yeah, so it'll be the week from the 3rd to the 7th. So I had a nice trade on FMG long when it broke out at 23, but I just thought I would show you guys this. Had a pretty big volume for me anyway on Wednesday. I don't have the camera running. I just thought I would just do just a straight video. So this is just an end of the last 60 days. So as you can see, I'm definitely, still when I do lose, it's, I typically go on with a couple more trades, but that's how the P&L's looking. So the peak was 89, back up to 49, and then closed out at 59.76. I'm down. So that is that. I'm using Invast as well as as my broker, and we'll close that. And now let's go to. My wife made that change as well. I didn't make that change on the desktop. Now so the third was Monday. So earnings were out for Westpac. Now I do post this on Twitter, LinkedIn, the Discord chat as well. Now a viewer asked about the Discord chat, and my email address is in my About Me section on YouTube. So just flick me an email, and I'll try and find your comment. I'll just give you my email address because it's already out there in public. I do get a bit of spam, but that's fine. And then just send me an email, and then I can pass you on to the gentleman that runs it, the admin. So it isn't. I can't actually get you in. So I do apologize for how late I got back to you on that, but that's the situation with that. So yeah, Westpac was an entry at 26. Now I was a little late on this as well. Later in the week, I was a little more aggressive and got in earlier, and that brought some efficacy. But sizing wasn't too bad, and I got out pretty quick on this as well. As I could see, it was a bit toppy too. So I'll just show you the charts off Evernote as well. But as you can see, the volume picked up a little, and that's what got me. But really, it was showing that it was holding up not too badly. It did end up trading high, maybe to the 2640s or so, but this was an in and out trade, and from memory, it did dip below VWAP as well there. So that was for the third. Now the fourth, I didn't take a trade on Tuesday. That I think I had an appointment on the 4th, so I didn't take a trade. I'm just going to sip my tea. Now again, earnings have been in focus, quarterly earnings. So ANZ again, that's ANZ, isn't it? It is. So again, it was looking like it was breaking out. Risk sentiment on Wednesday, wasn't super strong, but I got in a bit earlier. As you can see, I got in pretty much bang on open, and this didn't have carry through, so I got out a little bit. I got out a little bit slower actually, because it was 28.90, so that was 13 that I went down on that. And then GBR, I believe, was a gold mine play, and had some positive news as well. I don't look too in depth at this. It's more, and gold was moving a little bit higher on Wednesday as well, but it just lacked a bit of a follow through. And again, that 10:02 to 10:05 or 8. Sorry, this is Eastern Standard Time. Seems to be nice to get that momentum. And I waited a little bit, but I do find myself, I don't have an issue cutting losses pretty quickly. And then LIO, Uh, there must have been a catalyst on this. This might have been a shout out from the group chat as well on Discord. Got in, waited, it dipped, and then I think it did move a little bit higher to 9.8 later that day on Wednesday. But that was that trade there. So I gave it a little bit of time, and I do monitor VWAP. I'm finding myself, and then you just have a look at the depth and just to see. Sorry, this is LAO now. Just to see. Now, in context here, it was a breakout on a higher time frame as well, like an end of day chart. So that's what got me on that. And then GBR might have been a similar situation as well, where it had been sold off and it was looking like it was dipping as well. So that gives you a little bit of context. Now, FMG on Thursday. So this was the best trade of the week. So got in long at 22.97. Now, quarterlies were out as well. Iron ore, trading maybe just over 190 USD a ton as well, $190 USD a ton. Everything was looking pretty good. Had a real big surge in volume. I got in pretty early, as you can see, 10:05 or 8:05, sorry. And what I noticed on this as well, I should probably show you the depth as well, but it's just something that it's a real learned skill. It's not something that you look for this exact thing. I mean, each stock's a little bit different. So I'm quite familiar with FMG as well, just by following it when I was holding a long position on this a little while ago. I got out in March at around 2050 or so, but I got in August last year. So anyway, what happened here was I was looking for a break at 23, and I wanted to get in at 9.5. I got in at 9.7 because I could see the 23 bids were stepping back, and I'm like, I've got to get in. And then volume was still there, so I got in and just sort of held, and it was just nice. And it moved and it moved, and I saw 23.40. Now what I did here was I actually stepped away from the screen because I'm like, I could see it was looking quite strong in regards to the bidders, and they really held up well over 23. It was like 23.02, 23.01, 23 flat, and it just kept. There was a bit of a battle for a brief period, but it pushed pretty fast, and then it did this to 23, 10 or so, or 05, and then I'm like, well, this is looking like a breakout here. And then there's some volume pushes as well. 23.40 got tested once. I allowed one pullback, push back again, and I got executed pretty well. I mean, it's a small parcel of shares, but I got executed 23.37, which was nice as it came back down. I think 23.40 was the high. So that was that trade. And now we've got FMG again was a place. So 23.05 it was holding. Now yesterday iron ore again was at a record high at 23.05. So that was overnight, on the Thursday US session, and I was reading up on the situation. It did trade a little bit higher to 23.10, but it just dropped about, gapped down a little bit. There was probably an opportunity for me to get in again, but I'm like, what, I'm positive for the week. It's only $10, but I'm working on sizing, and I have stepped up my sizing from the first couple of weeks. And then there was RRL. RRL was looking, not too bad. I got in again a little later. It took a long time to get the fill. I just had the stop at break even. It did dip down, and so I tried to get out pretty soon, and I moved the stop to break even at $2.70, and it got triggered, but it didn't get filled. So, but it held up here. I watched, and then I had stuff that I had to take care of. And it finally pushed back high. The main focus here was, RRL has been in a bit of a downtrend. Gold was up as well. So it moved to 1780, or I think it just broke out over 1800 USD an ounce as well. So that was my main focus on that. But yeah, I mean FMG, I was looking for a repeat really. It was holding above 23 pretty nicely. Break VWAP, and I just got it pretty quick because I'm like, you know what, just got to protect the gains, and it just looked like it was gonna gap down or close the gap. Sorry, but again, there was probably an opportunity there where I could have waited. It's just one of these things where you probably would have been better is half size and then wait and then add again, or maybe even quarter size, and then because it had already moved the previous day, and then obviously China had their announcement, so the mood was a little bit more muted in regards to the momentum. So I've got to look into that a little more detailed in regards to how I approach that, or really just cut pretty quick. I mean, I think I could have probably closed it 22.98 or so. There was an opportunity where I could see it had broken through 23, and I've just got to be a little bit more aggressive in regards to the closing of things when they haven't quite worked out. I'm getting better at breathing room, but I could have been a little more defensive there as well. Save myself a few bucks. But, for now, it's still just a learning thing, and I do appreciate everyone watching the videos. Please feel free to just ask away. I'll share this up and around everywhere, and I hope everyone has a good weekend. Thanks, guys, and bye for now.